Oh, g'day guys, it's Matt back again. I haven't done a preview in a long time, so I thought a bit of time in my hands. It's bucketing down outside with lightning and thunder. What is it? It's about 20 past 2 on race day. More or less just testing all my equipment, microphone, etc. Make sure everything's still working. Just thinking of doing another type of online project, not a racing thing, but something different. But this is a bit of practice to keep my eye in, for lack of a better description. But anyway, I'll jump into it. As you regular viewers this know, I can prattle on a bit. So first race, just cruising. Been waiting for him since his debut run. Did trial very well prior. Tricky little draw. Went up 460, which was very good value. It's getting rock bottom now. On debut, it was ridden a little bit conservatively. So just wait further. So we'll just actually go back. So there he is there. Now, jumped sort of in the first 3 or 4, but eased back behind and got on the back of the horse who finished tailed off last. And they didn't go quickly. So by the time the hammer went down, he got left out wide and flat-footed and sort of balanced out very nicely late. I think despite running about 4th or 5th there, still the best run in the race in my eyes. As I said, any value in the price is gone now, but still the clear top pick. Like Rosé, as you can see, 8 placings from 13 starts, makes its own luck on speed. Had numerous chances. Jagger Rock's form's nothing to write home about, but did trial okay the other day. Draws gate 1. So, but hopefully Just Cruising gets away with the first. So in the second, it's a distance race. No real opinion in that. Happy Clan went round at short odds last time, ridiculously short. Would be my top pick, but not interested in the race at all. Race 3, GD Smith's Truth, another one getting into silly odds again. The 195 opening price was quite backable. Of the others, a lot of them all went round in the same trial, of which Zotes Rock was clearly the best run in that trial. None of them had big flashing lights from the trial though. GG Smith's Truth was exceptional winning on debut. This was against a couple of horses with a bit of a boom on them as well. Did race a bit greenly and lacked a bit of early zip as well, but won like a pretty good horse. So he's out wide. You can see it's sort of hard ridden to stay in touch. So you got Mrs. Tasmania, who was sort of, let's had big boom on her. What's the Olive Gale, I think its name is, on the outside here. And here's the GG Miss Truth. You just see, does sort of inconvenience the others a little bit here hanging in, but I think you're still going to win by sort of that margin at a minimum anyway. So as you can see, extra 100 metres tonight, just the benefit of anything. So still remember Alpha going round on debut, truth be told. So shows how old I'm getting, but I think was it Larder colours, a bright orange or orangey. So that's the favourite again in race 3. Not exactly reinventing the wheel here at the moment with selections. The 4th, just waiting for the screen to click over. Extreme Gym, just racing very well. Sistine, good draw, has disappointed a few times, but broke through last time. Just finding this race very tricky. Peace be upon him, led and boxed on okay the other day in probably what was a tougher race. If it does drift a little bit more, probably something each way piece be upon him. Enchanted Spy's one that does hit the line okay as well down the bottom if we've won a bit of value, but no real opinion in race 4, maybe the 2 each way. In race 5, just making sure I'm recording here. Yep, and so we've got 2 different form lines here. You've got the 2 favourites, Inferno and Cherokee Dancer, that come through the same race. Was Sistine, I think, who won the race, who's in the race prior, so it'll give you a bit of a form reference if Sistine runs well there. But we'll just watch that race. Cherokee Dancer definitely was the better of the 2 runs. Right, we'll just go forward a little bit. So if we just pause it here, here's Cherokee Dancer just trailing up behind the grey horse here. And can't see the... Oh, here it is here. Inferno with the white nose. So it's Inferno on the inside, and here's the Cherokee Dancer, the widest horse. And Sistine through the middle here wins. But I think this is a better run than the horse on the fence. So it wins in another hop. I'm going a bit against the grain here though. I'm a bit in the corner of the race that Better Than Banksy and Nepali Beach come through. You can see those other 2 are $3.20 and $2.80, so it's about almost 70% of the market between those 2 horses. I'm prepared to go outside those 2 and Dutch bet these 2, Better Than Banksy. Don't mind barrier 14. Big horse needs to wind up anyway. And Nepali Beach, we'll have a look at that replay. It's a pretty strong form reference race. As you can see, it's behind Bine, Doro Star and Red Sphere. Red Sphere came out and won at Devonport last week. Bine and Doro Star started favoured in the 3-year-old Cup last week, and Doro Star was a bit unlucky. So we'll watch that replay. Just mute it. So here's Banksy just drifting back on the inside, and Nepali Beach is the horse immediately in front of it on the fence with the maroon with the yellowy colours there. So if we just pause it there, here's Nepali Beach is coming to the outside and Better Than Banksy railing through. And you've got the winners of the race on speed here. You've got Red Sphere in front, who's the horse who won at Devonport last week. Bine wins this race. And Doro Star's in the red with the red cap and white sleeves. But just watch Better Than Banksy hit the line here. This is 1100. So 1200's today's race. So he hits the line very well behind good horse. As I said, this horse has since won. This horse here was unlucky in the 3-year-old Cup, ran 3rd or second. And here's the other 2 here. Look at Banksy savaging the line. Came out again and won in his next start. Like if any of those first 3 over the line there, they'd be favoured in this race in my opinion. So happy to back both Banksy and a lesser bet on Nepali Beach in race number 5. Race 6 is the Craig Hansen Memorial. Stone Cold Stunner, let's say, left no stone unturned. It sounded a bit like a pun with the name of the horse, but dominance last 3 wins, and to be honest, it should have won the day it ran 6th as well. Only reservation I've got is that I reckon if a few of the favourites went early, it's going to be start very short. It got an absolute picnic in front last week and just dominated. Still Miss was the recipient of a good old-fashioned slaughter last time and boxed on okay. Low draw this time. Actually just thunder just clapping in the background. I'm not too sure how much rain we're getting outside, but it doesn't sound too promising. And the other thing about this race as well, being the Craig Hansen Memorial, we've got horses here trained by Tanya Hansen and Kyle Maskeel. Like Tanya Hansen is Craig Hanson's brother, and they trained 2 horses that are both in the market here. Cheeky Word, I thought, had every conceivable last time and draws wide. And obviously, and Craig was the brother-in-law as well, so needs riding. Amankaya hit the line okay in a tougher race the other day, low draw. Just a bit wary of the race, that's all. Like, no pot on Stone Cold Stunner at all. I'd like to see one of the handsome masculine horses win, if truth be told. Steel Miss, as I said, wouldn't be surprised if it improved greatly, but there's no juice in the price. If they launch into Stone Cold Stunner and Steel Miss gets out to, like a 4 type of thing in price, then maybe worth a small bet at the death. The 7th, good race this. Replayed Doro Star. Most of these came through exactly the same race the other day. I thought the 2 best runs in the race, there are a few good runs in the race. Like Island Warrior won the race. Thespian Waters looked all over winner and got nabbed late. I'll show the replay here. Doro Star, Ian Smarty went okay. Bobble savaged the line, and Aruma probably the hard luck tail from the race. But we'll have a look at it. It was a night where not many horses on the fence survived.
To run the favourite.
It was very windy this night. Bit of a one-pace horse, Doro Star. His leader's back. We'll just point them out here. See how the memory is. We've got Doro Star leaders back. Oops, we'll just pause it. Oh, it's a good place to pause, Matthew. There we go. So we've got Doro Star leads back. We've got Thespian Waters with the blue with the white cap. Doro Star immediately behind it. We've got Bubble back here on the inside. The blue colours here is the what's the name of the horse? Wins the race. Warrior. It's a half brother to Glass Warrior. I can't think of the name of the horse, but the Island Warrior. And you've got Aruma, who is back here in the white colours as well. So probably the 2. If you watch Aruma, Bobble Savage is the line over 1400. I think she might be a run short. I backed her this night at $20. You see Aruma here in the white colours. Did a pretty checkered passage up the straight. You can see Bobble get charging late. So as I said, the overall nuts from that race though is that you've got first 6 over the line, virtually the first 6 favourites in this race, and there's only like 2 lengths between them. It's purely a case of whoever gets the best run wins. As I said, I reckon Bob will be a run short. Island Warrior's drawn. Probably have to settle last from the outside gate with Spirit of Zero. Thespian Waters thought had its chance first up. Doro Star's the one I like. I like dare horses who race on speed over 1400. So it'll be the safest play for me, Doro Star, in race 7. So is that race 7, number 5? Race 8, I think the Inevitables picks himself. Wait for Age. I think in this race last year he started $1.50 and beat First Accused. And who did he beat that day? The grey horse that hasn't. Rebel Factor. So in the race last year, I think he's won his last 7 Tasmanian runs, something like that anyway. Not at least 6, I know that, and been pretty dominant in all of them. Others have virtually raced in the same field. These horses have chased him before and haven't been a match, like First Accused. Alpine Wolf. For any leader bias, then horses probably, there's not too much speed in this race. It's probably the only real question mark. You've got First Accused, Jar Jar Boogie are probably the two, and even though King Island at Bolter will race on speed, but they're probably the two most natural leaders here. First Accused, and they'll definitely race in the first three if there is any on-speed bias. But I think the inevitable will probably jump closer to 130 than 150, I reckon. And in the last, we've got a 2100 metre race. You've got a few all came through a 2400 metre race the other day where was truly run. You got Metaverse, Montfleur won the race, and Metaverse ran third, and I'm So Cool ran sixth. As I said, they staggered home in that over 2400. We're back to 2100 here. I'm So Cool does map a bit better. It's hard to see in turning the tables though. Metaverse has been very dour its past few. Just gets down the weights a little bit with the claim. May show a bit more zip, but just coming back 300 metres as well, even with the claim. The one I'm settling on here is Three's a Crowd, just from a different form. It comes through a weaker race. But as you can see, its form's been third beaten 0.7 of a length, second beaten 0.4, it won, third beaten 2.3, and fourth beaten 0.8, and it's fair argument it should have gone close to winning last time. This is over the same track and distance. So, as I mentioned, it is a weaker race than the aforementioned one with the top three in the betting. But if we won't watch them go the full lap. So he's in the sort of tartany type, sort of white sleeves, red with the sort of held up between runners here with the red and blue white cap here. So finally gets to the outside. Gets going. I've had clear running before the turn. I think it's pretty, not too much doubt. It's very close to winning. I just think it's not going to run badly. Getting about $6 each way. Just a very tricky way to end the night. We'll have something on Three's a Crowd. So best bets, not one to jump into. Shorties, I do think Just Cruising will win the first, and GG's will win the 2-year-old in race 3. Best value bet, I'm happy to back these two horses in race 5, better than Banksy and Nepali Beach, to knock off the two favourites. So that's race 5. Just say have 70% of your bet on number 6 and 30% on number 9. And as far as a best bet on the card is concerned, crikey Dick, I hadn't thought of this before I started. Hate people who tip, like even money 6 to 4 pots was best bets, but I'll go with Just Cruising in race 1, just betting on a more aggressive ride early, just to take any luck out of the equation. So I just think he's the best horse with the most upside. So Just Cruising to win race 1. So race 1, number 6, and the value in race 5 in the form of numbers 6 and 9. So anyway, guys, hopefully I did that correctly. Everything appears to be going okay. So I might wrap it up there. Prattled on long enough. If you've listened to all of that, congratulations and thanks. But I'll leave you with it. And let's hope we manage to find one. Can't invent value if it's not there, but it's the best I've got. Cheers, guys.